Let's take asking for advice. So we often think, hey, I could use some advice. I want someone's opinion. I want their perspective. I want their knowledge. I want their information. But man, I don't know if I should ask, right? We're worried that one, asking will bother someone, or they, won't know what we're interested in, or even worse, somehow they'll think less of us, right? They'll think we're not knowledgeable or incompetent, and so we don't ask for advice. Turns out that's a big mistake. Some researchers from both Harvard and Wharton did some really nice experiments where they had people have interactions. In some cases, people asked for advice. In other cases, they didn't. They found that asking for advice doesn't lead us to be perceived as incompetent, doesn't make us seem worse. In fact, it doesn't have no effect. It actually makes us seem better. People that asked for advice were seen as more competent and more knowledgeable. And you might say, well, why, right? Doesn't asking for advice show we don't know what we're interested in? But what's interesting about asking for advice is it's less about us and more about the people whose advice we're asking, because everyone loves to feel like they have great advice, right? All of us are egocentric. We think our advice is fantastic. And so when someone comes along and they ask us for advice, we go, wow, that person's really smart. Out of all the people they could ask, they asked me for advice. And so they must be pretty sharp. And so asking for advice not only allows us to collect information, but it actually makes us be perceived better by the people we ask as well.